All right, good evening, brothers. Good evening, sisters. Good evening to everybody. Welcome back to Positive Lifestyle Management and our awareness sessions. And tonight we're going to be discussing the topic that the brother Evan Zeal had placed on his page. Uh, what is Larry's way or no way? And so we're going to discuss this topic. And before we begin, I would like to first extend the highest praises to Allah, the Father of the universe. I'd like to extend my highest honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali, the forerunner of the Prophet, Marcus Mosaic Garvey. I'd like to give honors to the brother man who has been a very instrumental, who has been very instrumental in my life, and that is the brother, the chairman, Mr. Larry Hoover. I'd like to give honors to my mother, my father, and all the brothers and sisters throughout the world who are fasting through Ramadan. And I'd like to give honors, the highest praises, the highest honors to woman, because without woman, there would not be man. And at this time, I'd like to turn it over to the brother Evan Zeal and let him give his praises and honors.
I'd like to give my praises to the God of my ancestors, who I believe the God of my ancestors is Allah.
Speak up, bro.
I'd like to give praise to who I believe the God of my ancestors is, Allah. I want to give high honors to my brother, man, and friend, the Holy Prophet Noble Drew Ali, who raised me to the life that I never knew that I had in the first place. I give the most honors to the Honorable Chairman, Larry Hoover, whose vision has assisted me in my growth and development of turning from a man into a boy in life. This evening, as the brother man said, we come to you in an effort to put forth our portion of understanding of what is Larry's way or no way.
Okay. My question is, to be even begin with, it says Larry's way or no way. So in order to have a way, there has to be a vision. So because if I'm gonna say it's something that's my way or no way, that means this is my vision on how I want things to go, right? So God, saying Larry's way or no way, it's not only the youth, but I can excuse the youth. And the reason I can excuse the youth is because they have been left out here without the proper guidance. For 25, 26 plus years, they didn't have that proper guidance the way we had the proper guidance when we was out here, when we was young. We had the proper guidance. We had the elders who were around us, who was teaching us. And it was coming from the inside out. So we had that guidance. So it was like it was an interconnection going on with the inside as well as the outside. But what happened is, we know that the powers that be started attacking us on the inside, which basically cut off to the outside, and those who was left outside was using their influence to exploit the young. So now what you have is the young were being raised. They had to raise themselves because they was being exploited. It wasn't being taught like we was being taught. So once again, in order to have a way, you have to have a vision in order to go that way. All right. So Larry's vision is a vision of a new concept of organization, which is growth and development. Period.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell, growth and development. But like you always say, there's elements that you must achieve, like steps in classes, steps, stages, and degrees that you must master in order to obtain the true vision of growth and development. And some of those steps are education, economical, political, social development, organization, unity, security, love, life, loyalty, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. All these are steps that must be mastered in order to obtain growth and development, because these are the elements that are inside of the chairman's vision. So we have to master these steps, these methods, in order to say Larry's way or no way. So Larry's way is growth and development. But we know that there are ways that has been laid down for us in order to achieve growth and development. You spoke on us controlling our education. You spoke on us controlling our economics. You spoke on us controlling our political, our politics. You spoke on us controlling our social development. You spoke on us controlling our spirituality. You spoke on us loving each other, giving our life, showing loyalty, sharing our knowledge, our wisdom, as well as our understanding, and coming together as one in a unison in order to make up the organization of growth and development. You have spoken on all these things. So that's my understanding, and that's my portion of understanding of Larry's way. Yeah. But you've been teaching the peoples all the time, growth and development.
Hey, that's awesome too, because it's spot on. And you know, as I understand this and everything, we got to understand that when we're talking about a way is gonna be a specific or particular thing that sort of stands out, you understand, as its own, in its own lane, so to speak, right?
Right.
In this case, because it's Larry's way, this way it comes with a name, it's signature, right? And so it comes out the Larry's way or no way, right? And so I wanted to know what was the Larry way versus this no way. Now, obviously, as I look at a lot of things, you know, and read a lot of these brothers and sisters out here, as you said, the misleading, the misteaching, and or just a lack of anyway, because a lot of people didn't never know. They weren't in love with the literature back in our day. We had to force a lot of brothers to get in there too, but they did. You know what I'm saying? They did. We even had brothers who couldn't even read, who could spit the literature better than brothers who could read.
Exactly.
You know so they actually learned it now. And I mean that literally. They literally could not read. And we know that they could actually, they was a professor when it came to that new concept though. And that's it. And that was the miracle. That's the miracle of a Larry Hoover and his vision, bro. Is that here's a brother, I won't say his name because I don't, you know, but here's my point. I remember meeting one of the brothers who couldn't even spell or write his own name. He couldn't spell or write his own name, his real name, bro. However, he knew the creed. He knew the we. He knew the OS. He knew his mandatory 6. Word for word. Yeah?
Yep.
So that's what, when we say Larry's way, that's a way of pointing out the way of Larry and what it could do in one's life. But in this case now, Larry's way or no way, and you pointed out that Larry's way is growth and development. You understand? And in a nutshell, that's exactly what it is. And we know that growth and development, as the blueprint says, it builds in stages.
Steps, stages, and degrees.
It's not about being romantic, and it's not about being cool.
That's right.
It's about stalking and being stalked.
That's right.
But now, want to read that and see, here's what we need to understand, what's Larry's way. Because one could read, oh man, this ain't about cooling, it's about stalking and being stalked. Now one go grab an illegal gun and they get out on these streets and get on some stalking and being stalked stuff, so to speak, right? But he's not saying that. That's not Larry's way.
Right.
Larry's way, when he says stalking and being stalked, he told you a few of our enemies. Namely, our most greatest enemy is illiteracy.
Yes, sir.
2 more of our enemies are complacency and apathy. You understand? We got the enemy in these cases is not coming out to be people.
or groups. The enemy that a Larry way will attack would be concept, bogus concept and ideologies, or even lack thereof. So in this case, Larry's way becomes education. The first and foremost thing that I look for anybody that say they doing the Larry way, you got to show me a GED or a high school diploma before you can even go any further with me.
True that.
Again, what we're talking about, the Larry's way, that just told me that if one holler Larry way or no way, and I see that he is suffering from complacency or apathy, and I know that no, you don't. See, this is my whole thing. The whole thing is to show these brothers and sisters how to see it. They need to see that. You need to understand that if this one hollers that, and yet you see this one dwelling in complacent, he's complacent, he's apathetic, he has no initiative. All he do is sit around and talk about stuff. Put them down. Talk about sisters. Put them down. You know, all he trying to do is get you a pound of weed or some crack cocaine. You're trying to put another illegal gun in your hand in the day when you can get a concealing carry. He can actually take you somewhere and get you a concealing carry, but he would rather do that. Is not the Larry's way.
That's right.
Larry will have you on having a security company right now, giving brothers and sisters jobs and being security, having security details somewhere. Larry will have you owning a store or clothing department, controlling your neighborhood, going having community meetings. That's the Larry's way. Uplifting, making sure that our daughters can go to McDonald's and go to school and go to bed without a bullet finding a resting place in their head.
Exactly.
And you know why I know everybody know that's the Larry's way? Because everybody seems to be standing around waiting on him to come home in order for these kind of things to take place. Well, if you are about the Larry's way, then Larry, we all want him on, and we don't want him on for the reasons why you want him on. We know why we want this brother to come on, because he's a father, he's a grandfather, he's an uncle, he's a brother, he's a cousin, and his family miss him like he miss his family, like you would miss your family too.
Exactly.
The Larry's way has been given to you, given to us all his life. He has given us his way. If you ain't got it by now, you ain't gonna get it. If my brother, man, and friend have to come out and get home after 70 plus years old, just to tell you to get up and do what you can get and do right now, we good.
You know,
that ain't no way.
That's counterproductive. If somebody has to come home that's been locked up since 1973, so we're looking at, this is about to be his 48th year. This is to be going on his 48th year in prison. So if this man got to come home after doing 48 years in prison in order to direct you, you should even be a part of what you're saying you're a part of. Matter of fact, you're not even a part of what you're saying you're a part of. Because your actions, your behavior, your action, behavior, and attitude don't vividly reflect that. You see what I'm saying? So I don't need him here to tell me what to do. I know what to do. And I find favor with the young, because I cannot fault the young. I don't fault them, because they are only doing what they think or what they believe is the right thing to do based on some elder who has been misleading them, not showing that that's the no way right there. That's the no way. The same type of person that you was talking about that want to give a person a gun, that want to give a person some drugs, that want to make them go out and kill somebody, that want to have them doing all type of negativity. That's the no way. That is not Larry's way. You know, that's the no way.
And it give me, because as you're saying it, I'm reading here in the Voice of the Vision,
Well, he say, take each task in life that we begin,
Yes, sir.
never leaving it until it's done. Be the labor, great or small, doing it well or not at all. This is the thought concentration that is being voiced by your executive staff. Our concept and ideology. Ooh, these are some important words in 2 words. Our concept and ideology is based upon us becoming a proud and productive group of people.
Exactly.
Thinking before, when, and after we act.
That's right.
Look. Let me show you. The thinking before, the when, and then the after the act. The after the act is the follow through. They even got follow through for it.
Yeah.
Always looking to see the near as well as the far. Forever concentrating on our objective, showing that miracles only happen in the movies. And that in real life, you have to work persistently. Another good word to get up on. To win, to be successful. Taking upon the organization oath of persistence.
Now, you remember a few days ago, you and I held a discussion amongst ourselves, and we was talking about that word objective.
Oh yeah.
You see, there go that word again.
Mm-hmm.
That word, and you got to look at the date on that. That's 10/4/1984. What is our objective? Growth and development. That's our objective.
Oh, yeah.
Growth and development. That is Larry's way. Period.
And the way to do that is the blueprint. That's your ingredients. This is your formula. He's saying, listen, we're building character here. We're building personality. We're building a man who's gonna put away his childish things. As this boy developed, and you'll see his growth as he developed through education, economic, you'll be seeing him put away his childish things.
Exactly.
And become, you understand, the product of those 6 steps, universal laws and principles.
That's right.
And to be the living, walking vision of Larry's way. But if it's not going in that way, then no matter what they say, I don't care how much money they get, brother or sister, this is what keeps you safe. This is what helps him as well, for all the brothers and sisters that's out there that's mixing the oil and the water together, that's trying to find a slick way to do it, or finesse way to do it. It ain't no finesse. It's either cut and thrust one way or another way. We're going in one direction. That's it. It's already been, the vision has already been envisioned. All you got to do is live in it.
That's right.
But see, in this case, we're supposed to get a particular personality, a particular character out of this. And you can't get it unless you complete education, economic, political, social, family, organization, and unity. One more thing I want to put on. We always beating the drum, get an education, go get an education, go get that GED, go get that diploma. But I want people to understand, as we say education, economics, and political, social, and we want you to go to school, go to college, go to the higher learning institutions if you want. Go get everything you need to get in order to understand how to be effective in this system. But then come on back home. Come on back to us. Because what we got to do, we're going to sift that education. We're going to reference that education. You understand? We're going to take that education and put you in an awareness class. We got a whole system for that too.
Right.
See, we got to go through that stuff that they put in your head. We got to make sure, we got to sift the tear from amongst the wheat, so to speak. So it don't grow up and
and choke out your choicest thoughts and your choicest things. And the only way that's gonna happen is through awareness, preparedness, who. Oh man, they was on it, man.
And what? That's right.
Man, listen, bro, they was on it, man. They already had it. We not just going to school to get brainwashed. No, go get it, but come on back, and we gonna show you. Now, let us talk the same politics y'all talked about it now. We gonna straighten that out for you. I'm sure, I guarantee they left something out. I guarantee they added something. So let us get that straight for you. We're gonna put that right, and then we're gonna send you out there to get it. You're gonna be all right.
That's right.
But
So
that's the way.
that's the Larry's way, you know, and there's nothing else even more to discuss on that. You know what I'm saying? We trying to say what is Larry's way, because we've covered everything in that sense that
no, it is
no.
just
What I'm saying is, because everything that you just said, it covered everything. Everything. You have given the peoples everything that they need in order to function, in order to know Larry's way. You've read the voice vision of the chairman. I've read the preface. I've read the June 18, 1982 letter. There's a lot of more things, but we broke it down for them. So what I would like to do is for us to get this thing together